Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Here you have an independent sovereign country indeed, and that is the country of Brazil. And the country of Brazil decided not to follow and jump on the Russia hysteria. And for various reasons that we're going to analyze in this video. The Ukrainians are angry that Brazil continues to refuse to sell weapons to Ukraine, not to give them, to sell them. And obviously the Ukrainians don't have money. The money comes from others, but nevertheless, they would pay for it. But Brazil refused. That shows a lot of balls for the 76-year-old Lula da Silva. I think he's 76 or so. And he's a communist, but at least he has courage. I think he's not an idiot either. So let's see what's going on in this article coming from Ukrinform from Wednesday, April 12, 2023. This is the headline. Brazil refuses to sell weapons to Ukraine. Okay, Ukraine has reportedly attempted to purchase weapons from Brazil to defend itself against Russia's military aggression. But Brazil's authorities have declined the offer and instead pushed for peace talks. Not very friendly, I guess. Back in 2014 and 2016, Brazil had equipped 34 anti-aircraft guns from Germany, 34 anti-aircraft guns from Germany in preparation for the World Cup and the Summer Olympics, respectively, to protect its own airspace. Now, let's see how this guy is going to try to shame Brazil somehow. Recently, German officials requested that Brazil return unused ammunition they had supplied, but Brazil refused to hand them over to Ukraine. So the Germans wanted Brazil to give them the unused ammunition and to give it to Ukraine. While Brazil has issued careful statements criticizing Russia's military invasion and called for peace, the country relies on Moscow for fertilizer and fuel, which may have contributed to their reluctance to provide weapons to Ukraine. Well, this could be one interpretation and reason why. The other one is maybe they see things differently. Maybe they have a different take on what's going in Ukraine. Could that be possible? Are they allowed? Oh yeah, I know they're wrong, but are they allowed? You say no? Okay, we're going to be sanctioning Brazil? Really? Okay. So you see, maybe they are allowed to see things differently or interpret reality in a different way. You know, like, hey, I don't like your tone kind of interpretation. You know exactly what I mean. So, let's go further and see what's going on here. The Brazilian president, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, has voiced his desire to end the war and avoid any involvement in it. And I'm quoting, "I don't want to go to war. I want to end the war." End quote. Brazilian president said this year. The New York Times has reported that Ukraine has made at least 2 requests to Brazil for a long list of weapons, including armored vehicles, aircraft, air defense systems, mortars, sniper rifles, automatic weapons, and ammunition. However, Brazil, if you look at all these weapons here, you might get the wrong impression that Ukraine is a rich country. Really rich. But we made it rich, if you know what I mean. With all those billions that were taken from our infrastructure, our children, our lives, and given over there, yeah, of course they made them rich. However, Brazil has largely ignored these requests and refused to sell weapons to Ukraine. Brazil is a producer of military aircraft, many of which are made by Brazilian aircraft manufacturer Embraer. The country has stated that its guided principle of foreign policy has long been to remain a, and I'm quoting, friend to all. Good job. How you can't really be, but anyway, because if you're friend to all, that means you have no personality. You have to call it evil. If you see evil, you can't be really friends with all. But anyway, that's another philosophical thought here. However, the country has previously expressed a willingness to sell equipment to warring states. For example, since the start of the war in Yemen in 2014, Brazil has supplied Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates with more than 21,000 tons of weapons and ammunition worth $680 million, including cluster ammunition. See, I told you that the shaming thing will come. It's right here. I told you that they say, yeah, they don't like us, but they like others, which is true. They gave it to them, but I'm pretty sure there's many details over there. And again, we got the same idea. Maybe they see the Ukrainian war differently than they saw, let's say, other wars. Is it possible? Oh, they're not allowed again? I'm trying, you know. Let's go back here. According to Ukrinform, Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva recently offered Ukraine the option to cede Crimea to end the war. However, Ukraine's foreign minister has responded that the country does not trade its territories. Well, Crimea, your territory. Okay. Yes, it was. Yes, let's agree with that. But how did you get it again? Come again? Repeat? Sorry? Yeah? Okay. And sees no reason to give up even an inch of Ukrainian land. What if people use their voices and the majority votes? Can they do that? No, you say? Oh, how about Kosovo then? Oh, they can over there? Oh, why? Oh, because we did it. Oh, I got it. My bad. President Zelensky has stated that the liberation of Ukrainian Crimea from Russian invaders has no alternative. Okay, well, keep doing what you do best. Keep sending the Ukrainian nation to war for others. And then after that, when you're going to have no more fighters, because they will be all unfortunately decimated, you're going to look maybe at Poland to supply its boys. Or maybe Romania. And definitely the Baltic states, which with a total population of 5 million people. They're going to be like, what, 30 Baltic states. We're coming! How many are you guys? 30. Okay. Let's go. It's only rock and roll. So, they will find other idiots, other, useful idiots to continue the agenda, try to fulfill the agenda, which is Russia must be subdued. The resources must be taken at a very, very cheap price, controlled by big corporations, Western corporations, mind you. The banking system will help rebuild Ukraine. Great. And the military-industrial complex, in the meantime, will make a kill by getting a lot of orders. So you see, and then the politicians will be in charge, still there, doing their bidding over there, receiving campaign donations, lawful campaign donation. In other countries it would be called bribes, but hey, why do we just try to tangle into terms? You know what I mean? There's campaign donation, and it's legal under the US whatever, okay? So, but you can compete with, let's say, with Raytheon. You're going to send them $100, Raytheon is going to send them $100. Or Lockheed Martin. All right. So, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.